If you guys have been having trouble aiming in Black Ops 6, you've come onto the right. Ooh, that sounds nasty. Hold up. You've came. Oh no, you're at the right video. If you guys are looking for how to aim better in Black Ops 6, you've definitely come to the right video. Now, I want to talk about a few things here, right? So there's going to be a lot to go over on this video, but the first thing that I want to talk about is how to actually aim for all ranges. You want to be able to shoot your gun, hit those shots, and use as little bullets as possible to actually drop enemies. So we go here, for example. I'm going to jump up here just because it's a little easier, and then I aim down sights and shoot. Sure, alright, that does take time. You have to ADS and then shoot at the target in order to drop them. So you go like this, and then you start shooting, and it does take some time, right? But at these two ranges, what if I told you up to 25 meters, you shouldn't ADS before you shoot. You should begin to shoot your gun and then ADS. So by the time you actually do complete your ADS, you most likely have the target dropped. If you guys are lazy or don't have time to unlock all the camos in Black Ops 6, check out MMOEXP. They'll do it for you. They'll get it all done, and they even have double XP tokens and double weapon XP tokens for you guys to get. Check out the link down in the description below. But what do you do at close range? Close range, I recommend just shooting your gun. Don't worry about it. 25 meters, again, I just recommend shooting your gun. Don't worry about it. And then at 50 meters, look, I have a reload addiction. I'm still reloading. What I recommend doing is just shooting your gun again and not worrying about it. But if you get up anything further than 50 meters, look what happens when I just shoot my gun and not worry about it. Well, I shot him before, so he was weak. That doesn't count. Forget that. But let's say I start shooting at him. I'm missing some shots. I did eventually drop him, but it took me 31 bullets to actually drop him at that distance. And a lot of people, they forget and they just hold their trigger and stuff, but they don't tap fire. But when you do tap fire, you guys can see that my reticle resets to the center of the screen every single time. There's no recoil to worry about. I'll drop the enemy really fast. It probably takes 7 bullets at that distance. I missed one, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Yeah, 7 bullets to kill at that distance. Pretty nice. And now you guys are going to see if I tap fire, it's a lot easier to drop the enemy. It takes a lot less bullets. So that's 2 things I recommend. Tap firing at long distance and start shooting before you actually ADS at close range. But I want to get into another thing. I want to show you guys something here. I got another XM4 class, which a lot of people might think, actually, let me show you the classes first. A lot of people might think that this class is the better XM4 class. It has the Merlin Mini, it has the long barrel. By the way, I'm really sick, guys. It has extended mag 1, commando grip, and rapid fire. So it looks like a nice class. On paper, it looks like a solid class. But I want to show you guys now in the firing range quickly before we move on to some other tips, just how bad this class actually is. You can shoot at close range, it'll drop the enemy. Mid-range, it's going to start bouncing and missing some shots. But then when you get up here, watch this. All right, I'm going to reload my gun so you guys can see the amount. I got 45 bullets in the mag. If I go to shoot this guy right here, the recoil is so crazy. I'm now at 12. There you go. Down to 17. The recoil does get a little uncontrollable halfway through shooting, but that's where you could just go ahead and tap fire as well, because even with a gun like this, even if it has bad recoil, when you tap fire, it does reset itself. So if you have a gun that has uncontrollable recoil, literally just tap fire it, and you'll be able to drop the enemies a lot faster than if you're just holding down the shoot button. But this gun's bad. So a lot of people make a class, they think it's going to be good and stuff, and it turns out that it's absolute hot garbage. It might be good up close, but you're going to get into gunfights at longer range, and it's just not going to work out in your favor whatsoever. Now, there's some settings I want to talk about. I'm giving you guys these settings before, and I'm going to keep giving you guys these settings, and I'm going to say, when you go down to your dead zones, you're going to want to put your right stick minimum to around 10. You could go up to 15, you could go down to 5. I don't recommend going anywhere lower than that, because this paired up with the next setting that we're going to talk about right here work in conjunction. They work great together. So we're going to set our ADS sensitivity transition timing to gradual. This is going to work out nicely, and we're going to put the aim response curve type to dynamic, and we're going to set it to 0.80 and the custom sensitivity per zoom over at 0.90. Now, a lot of people tell me that this looks awful, and I agree. If I didn't know any better, I would think these settings are bad. I would honestly think that, but I made a video. I've showed you guys exactly how aim assist works when you set this up this way, and it's just so sticky. So just try and trust me on that. Just try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Play a few games with it, and you guys are going to see that the aim assist is really sticky when all of these are on, at least together. It just works out so nice. Now, I also recommend turning off controller vibration. You do not need those on. They are completely useless. And I play on this horizontal stick sensitivity of 7 and a vertical stick sensitivity of 8. And then my ADS sensitivity, I'm playing at either 0.90 or I'm playing at 0.95. But I'm pretty sure it's 0.90. We're going to get into that. Yeah, 0.90 right here for my ADS on low zoom. I like that a lot, but that's going to be it for settings. Let's go into some more tips that we could talk about to get better at this game. Alright, so I'm going to use Nuketown for this example, because Nuketown's kind of a nice map. It just works out perfectly. I'm going to give you guys 2 examples here. You ever get to this part of Nuketown, the enemies are all spawning here, and then you got some dude standing right behind this thing, who's really, really hard to hit, and he ends up dropping you over and over again. That's because he's in an advantage spot. If you try to kill him there, you could only aim at his head. He has your whole entire body to shoot at, and I'll show you guys that example. If I'm aiming this way, I'll see the dude's whole entire body. He'll see just my head. So you got to make yourself a hard target to hit. That's why a lot of people come behind here and then they crouch and they try to drop you there, or they pick up themselves, try to go here, and then all this kind of stuff, right? You got to make yourself a hard target to hit. And the reason for that is once you become a hard target to hit, you get less flinch. You see the enemies a lot clearer. I could see their whole entire body there, but if they're standing all the way in this area here, they're just going to be able to shoot at my head. So just because I'm harder to hit, it's giving me less flinch, which means I'm getting less of that uncontrollable recoil. Yeah, I'm able to hit the enemies a lot more than they're able to hit me, and it just works out more in your favor. Now, another thing I want to talk about is aiming at the chest, and another reason I chose Nuketown is because this is kind of perfect. I can show you guys this. If I aim at her legs, I could end up missing a shot if I shoot in between them, right? They're a little hard to hit there. If I aim at the arms, again, same thing. It's a little hard to hit the arms. If I aim at the head, yeah, it's nice. You could do damage and stuff, but the further you go, the head becomes a really tiny target to hit, and once you start shooting, you'll get recoil that pops your gun up and you'll be missing shots. So what I recommend doing is actually aiming at the chest. And the reason you want to aim at the chest in this game is because, yeah, you can hit your shots nicely, but if you start getting flinch, if they start shooting back at you, you're going to pop up and hit their head, doing more damage as well. So you could get 3 shots here and then finish them in 4 rather than 5 because you got that extra damage on the head, depending on the gun you're using. Some guns don't really have a good headshot multiplier, but for the most part, that's what you want to aim at. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, if you aim at the legs, if you aim at the arms, if you aim at the chest, if you aim at the head, it doesn't matter, okay? This game right here, anything from the head down does the exact same damage. So I could shoot him in the toe for 22 damage, or the chest for 22 damage. And that's how it is in this game. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Headshots, it might do 24, it might do 25. If it does 25, depending on the gun you're using, that's great, because that one only takes 4 shots to kill the head. If it does 22 or 24, if you hit the head or the chest, it does the exact same amount of bullets to drop him, so it doesn't really matter. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Twitch reaction time, alright? That's if, let's say you're running here, you got your crosshairs pointed at this part of the map, alright? You're looking right here. You have your crosshairs pointed at the door, but somebody comes up at the window. How are you going to react fast enough in order to drop them? Well, one thing you want to do is just practice your Twitch reaction time. And the reason for that is because it's just going to help you win a lot more gunfights a lot easier over and over again. So I'm going to go to the back here. I'm going to show you guys a good example. And this is kind of what I do in order to hit some nice reaction time. So we're going to take this right here. It's really tiny, so it's going to be really hard. I just woke up too, so it's going to be really hard for me to do that. And then this one right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk, and then we're going to just try and aim and snap onto them one by one like that. And we're just going to go ahead and change our target. Let's say you want to change to this bag here. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead and just try and see how fast you can snap onto these targets. So start walking and just go like that. And I would begin ADSing as you're moving. I wouldn't wait to aim at it and then ADS. That's a little too slow. So I would begin to ADS as you're moving towards it. So once you get to it, you're already ADSing. And if it is an enemy, you can shoot. So just practice your Twitch reaction time. A lot of people don't talk about that, but it is really important. And it is something that you guys actually want to work on. And it helps you find your perfect sensitivity, because you're going to be able to actually just know you could spin around and do what I just did right there and get directly on target. Now, I just woke up, so I shouldn't be this good, but it is what it is. See, I missed right there. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this video. I got to go rest my throat, man. I am so sick. Again, I started off this video discussing, I'm ending it discussing. I don't need to rest my throat, guys. I'm alright. I'm good. Don't worry about me. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Nick. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Drop a big fat like if you like this video as well. I would truly appreciate that. And let me know down in the comments, look at your phone percent. What's your battery at, bro? Go charge that thing. Get off. What are you doing? Thank you guys for watching. My name's Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.